Good afternoon, Patriots colony, and welcome to Taiji and Qigong. My name is Stan Rockwell. We've been studying the Sun form for a few weeks now. It was developed by Paul Lam. Some Sun style was created by Sun Wukong back the late 19th, early 20th century. And the particular form we've been working on was developed, I think, in the 1990s and was initially for back pain and then moved on to arthritis and into other health issues like it's been studied for COPD and other kinds of things. So I know some folks have studied other forms of Taiji, sometimes Yang style, and feel like if they try to learn any other style, it's going to confuse them. But the problem is thinking too much. I had a friend once who went to VCU and figured for an easy class she'd take a guitar class because she basically played and sang to make money to help work her way through college. And because she had learned one particular way of playing guitar, when she took a class there was another way, it was her only F in college. But the thing is, you come in with this concept of how things should be, and it really interferes with learning something new. So what we aim for in all these studies is something called beginner's mind, where you let go of other things, those hardwired things, and you just stop thinking and just follow. It helps with your memory because when you learn new things, it engages different paths in your memory, and it makes you more flexible. One of the principles in Taiji is flexibility overcomes rigidity and softness overcomes hardness. So in learning new things, you become more flexible. Think of it when you were in first grade or kindergarten or wherever you first began to learn math and saying, I only want to learn addition. If I try to learn subtraction, it's going to confuse me. It's the same kind of thing. If you stuck with that one thing, you never get to multiplication or division, or let alone algebra or calculus or any of the other things. It's building on what you know, because the principles of all of them are exactly the same with posture, balance, and breathing. So I thought today we do it pretty much the way Paul Lam would teach it if he were doing it in his style. And it simplifies things a little bit with the warm-ups. Maybe helps remember those some. So the very first thing in the class you would do is you would open and close your hands, you'd walk around and you'd smile, and you'd say hello to people. Like I would say hello to Leo and hello to Annie, wake her up a little bit, and come back. And then you focus on getting your posture in alignment with gravity, and we've gone over that a number of times now, so just remember your foundation. Everything is relaxed but ready and soft. The breathing is through your nose down to your diaphragm. And then the focus is on loosening things up, starting at the top and working your way down. So it starts with the neck. Your arms float up with your palms facing. It's like your arms extend a little bit, turn your hands towards you, press in, drop your elbows, push your head back just a little bit. Feel some movement in your neck. Turn your hands and press out and down. It's an inhale and an exhale and an inhale and an exhale. Maybe one more. Back to the center. And he does one more for the neck. He does two for each one of the parts of the body we're going to go over. So the second for the neck, your arms come up. One hand drops down, other arm folds over, palm lines up with your forehead, 70% of your range of motion. Keep the palm and the forehead lined up as you turn to that side. Everything else stays still until you come back to the center and the lower hand comes up. Upper hand drops down. You exhale off to the side, inhale to the center. Do two more on each side. He typically does 3 of each one. back to the center. So it's 2 for the neck, now 2 for the shoulders. First is forward shoulder rolls. And remember, if you have issues with your shoulders, you just rotate your arms until your palms face behind you and rotate your elbows. But you do 3 forward shoulder rolls, and you do 3 to the back. Second for the shoulders, arms come up and press down. Come back to the center, and normally we do stuff for fingers, elbows, but in the original form, Lamb doesn't do that. It goes to your back. So you hold the ball, you push the lower hand up, upper hand down, inhale to the center, and exhale out. The next one is that rotation from side to side, again for the back. So everything from the hips down stays still. Got this hand on top, so I rotate till my hands are lined up with the hip on that side, and turn the hands around, keeping the palms facing. Come back to the other side. Back to the center. Then 2 for the hips, hands go to the side, shift your weight over, foot goes out, and back. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Hands come down, palms face down, shift your weight over, heel goes forward. If you need to rebalance, you just touch your forefoot down in the middle, arms go forward, body stays perpendicular to the floor, foot goes straight back, forefoot touches, and up and back. And again, you can just synchronize your breathing. Other side. And for the knees, toes towards the corner, fists at your hips, shift your weight into one side. Reach out with the forefoot and touch that down. You punch with the opposite hand. So you can counterbalance. It's an exhale and an inhale. And the second for the knees is going into that forward bow and arrow stance. So you can just rotate that foot so the toes are pointed straight ahead. Step up just a little bit so you have some space in between your feet. Shift your weight up till shin is more or less perpendicular with the floor. Knees are lined up with your toes. You punch with the opposite arm. Stretch everything out. This one is geared towards the knees, but for me it really stretches everything, including your neck. It's that little rotation. Then back to the center. And after the knees comes the ankles, so it's heel and toe. Same thing on the other side. And then lateral motion in the ankles, the outside, inside the foot touch as close to the same place as possible. And that's the whole thing. So you start at the top and work your way down. It's a couple for the neck, couple for the shoulders, a couple for the back, spine, a couple for the hips, a couple for the knees, a couple for the ankles, and you do each one 3 times. So it's fairly easy to remember. And then they just finish it off by shaking everything out, which is quite common in Qigong. A few months ago, I had a workshop with a person who's a Chinese medicine doctor who also teaches Qigong, and we're talking about Qigong for stress management, and his first one he did was just kind of this shake. So the sun form, I'll just demonstrate it from the front first. You don't have to follow along unless you want to. Don't worry about right and left. And it's because I don't have mirrors, and you wouldn't be able to see you won't be able to see the hands when I turn around, but I'll go just as far as we've gotten. As far, shift your weight over. Let me get a drink of water first. It's very warm today. Well, I'm not wearing shoes like I usually do. Get yourself nice and balanced. Let your arms float up with your palms facing. Elbows drop down, fingertips trail. So a little bit of a bend in the knees as you come down, hands come in towards you. Left foot goes up, but if you want to mirror and do the right foot, that's fine. Hands come up your body, shift your weight. You reach out as that back foot comes up and the foot comes completely off the floor. And it's open and close. Weight shift so you can step a little bit to the corner. A weight shift, extend your arms, palms turn out, hands separate. For single whip, then you shift your weight back, bring that foot in, interwave hands like clouds. Open, close, then we do the exact same thing in the other direction. Single whip, and wave hands. Because of the angle of the camera, it may look like my hands are up in front of my face, but fingertips are about level with the chin. So you don't want to cover your vision up. Open, close, first part of the second section we've gotten through, so you shift your weight, you adjust the foot for a 45-degree angle. You bring your hands back like you're going to toss something at someone. Hand takes the foot around, presses it down. Shift your weight into brush knee push with that little follow step. Adjust your hands so your palms face. You step back. Front foot comes in, toe down, and then step up the parry and punch. Step with a 45-degree foot. Flip your hands. Step with a 45-degree foot. Step toe straight ahead. Fists. Forearm folds over, backhand reaches up, punches, and there's that little follow step. And last week we did apparently closing, so your hands open and face down, you step back, hands cross, come back, toe comes in, you step up, push the mountain, you rotate back to the front for open and close. And that's how far we got. I'll go ahead and show you the next one. And it's basically a brush knee push, except going in the other direction. You open, close, shift your weight. This foot's got all the weight, so this one, the toe can come up and the foot can adjust around to 45 degrees. Hands can come over, so the left hand's going to be palm up, right hand's going to be palm down, fingers pointed towards the forearm. Right foot can come in for a T-step to help you rebalance if you need to. Right hand takes the right foot around, presses it down, shift your weight, and push with a follow step. Remember, as this hand comes past your head, palm's going to come over, so it's palm down, and when it comes past your ear, it goes palm out. You're settling your wrist. To activate that acupressure point in your wrist, this hand, right hand, is going to take that foot around, press it down on the floor. So it doesn't stay back here. This hand and foot move together, presses it down. So it's open, close, brush knee. So I'm going to face the other way. Seems a little dark in here now with the sun shifting around. See if that helps. little bit. So I turn. Get nice and balanced. And we begin. Shift your weight right, a little step up with the left foot. Hands make that circle, they reach out, they drop back. Open, close. Shift your weight right. There's your brush knee push to the right. And I skipped right into the second section, so we'll start that again. Got it on my mind. Nice thing about this is I really could do the second section next and it wouldn't matter. You can mix up the sections. We've done that in classes before. Again, it helps you to remember things by mixing them up a little bit. But since we're just starting out, we're not going to do that. Nice and balanced. Come up and down. Step, step. Open, close, single whip, being careful not to step on the doggy. Shift your weight back. Wave hands like clouds. Open, close, single whip. Wave hands. Open, close, and now we get to brush knee push to the right. Step back to play the lute. Step up to parry and punch. Apparently closing, push the mountain back to the front, open, close, and then brush knee push to the left that we're just going over there. Let's do that one a couple more times. And actually let's start at push the mountain, shift your way back, rotate on the heel and the forefoot. Open, close. Shift your weight left, right hand palm up, left hand palm down, adjust your right foot, shift your weight back right. Left foot comes in for a T-step. You start to make that turn. As you do, that right hand comes around, left hand takes the left foot around, presses it down, right hand comes past, settle the wrist, a little follow step. The toe doesn't go beyond your heel. Front, open, close, brush knee, push, follow step. We'll do it one more time. And the reason I'm starting with this is to get a little practice turning on the foot like that, so you can get back to the front. That's why when you're going in this direction to the right, you always want the right foot in front. When you're going to the left, you always want the left foot in the front with a follow step. So this foot is just turning a little bit, dropping, and then turning on the heel. Back to the front. Open, close, weight shift left, adjust the right foot, adjust the hand, shift your weight right. Left hand takes up that left foot, takes it around, presses it down as the right hand comes past your head, settle the wrist, follow step. Then you play the lute, just adjust your hands. Palms are going to face, step back with the right foot, shift your weight back, the left hand is coming up, right hand's coming back. Left foot comes in, toe down. So it's brush knee, play the lute. This is a pretty easy transition to practice because you can do them together. Let's do one more time. So at the end of this, the right palm is basically facing the middle of the left forearm. It's again just lining up acupressure points. And back foot's at 45 degrees, front foot toes straight ahead, but the forefoot's touching the floor. So let's do it all the way through up to there a couple of times. And just get your posture all set and your balance. And begin. Arms come up, down. Weight shift, step, step. Open, close, single whip right corner, eyes look left. Wave hands like clouds going to the right. Open, close, single whip, wave hands. Open and close into brush knee push to the right. Play the loop. Parry, parry, punch. Parallel closing. Push the mountain. Open, close. Brush knee left. Play the loop and finish. One thing I encourage folks to do is to not try. There's a Chinese concept called Wu Wei that translates as effortless effort or non-action. It's similar to a flow state in Western psychology, except you can be in Wu Wei all the time. The harder you try, or the more you worry about messing up, the more likely you are to mess up. To say I'm not going to do something is a negative goal, which almost guarantees you're going to do that because you're activating that part of your brain that says do that. So when you stress out trying to, I must get this exactly right, your body tenses up and it throws your balance off. So let's do it one more time. And just do it very soft and relaxed. So first, get your posture so you're in harmony with gravity. You're not doing any extra work to stay up. Remember, the back of the head rises up, chin tucks in, moves your head back over your shoulders. So your head's nice and balanced on your shoulders. Relax all the muscles in your face. Where you feel any tightness, and just do a quick body scan. Just breathe into it. Let it soften. As we move just like we're moving through a gentle resistance, like we're moving through water, so it's very graceful. And begin. Open and close. Single whip to the right. Eyes look to the left. Wave hands like clouds. You don't have to step very far, just make sure pick your foot completely off the ground if you can. Open, close, second part, first section, single whip. Wave hands going left. Open, close, second section, first part, brush knee to the right. Play the lute or the peepaw. Step up to parry, and punch. Parrotlet closing. Push the mountain. Open, close. Second part of the second section, brush knee to the left. Play the lute. And finish. We're going to take it up there next time. And at the end, there's a 3-part cool down. Come up on your toes, you tense everything up, but again, you don't hurt yourself. You just focus on what that tenseness feels like, and then you breathe out. Just let all the muscles relax. In Western psychology, when you learn deep muscle relaxation, that's a method used. You tense everything up and then you just let it relax. Part of the way that works is when you tense the muscle up, you use up all the neurotransmitters. So it fires itself out and it has to relax. So inhale and exhale. 2, 3, one more. And loosen up the legs a little bit. Back to the center. The last thing is balancing everything out. Inhale up and exhale down. Thanks for joining me. Stay safe, healthy, and well. Be sure to practice. And I will see you next time. Take care.